Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Teach in Thailand podcast. My name's Natalie. I'm Science Social Media and Marketing Manager, and I am joined by
Kezia, also known by KK.
and we are going to have a chat today, all things moving to Thailand, career progression as a teacher, and also some Bangkok survival tips. So, KK, please could you introduce yourself for our lovely audience?
Yes, okay, I'm Kezia. I've been living in Thailand for 9 months now, which has been a crazy journey, but it's been amazing. Working in two schools now as well, so I've just moved to a new school. But yeah, everything's going really great so far.
Amazing. That's so good to hear that everything worked out for you as well. Is meant to be. What was it about Thailand that on that second day made you think, I've got to stay here? There's no way I'm going home.
I think everyone's happiness, pure joy. It was such a different change from living in England, where the vibe is a little bit more depressing. And I feel like you have to really force yourself to be happy when you're living in England. I think the work culture is really hard out there. I've worked quite a few jobs out in England. I've tried a lot of different things. And when I came to Thailand, I felt pure peace. I was like, I don't want to go back home. So yeah, that's why I stayed.
Amazing. And something that I know about you is that you were a teacher back in the UK. Can
Yeah.
you tell me a little bit about, what sort of the differences between teaching in the UK versus Thailand? What ages did you teach back home versus now you're working in high schools?
Yeah, so when I first started teaching, it was my first ever job when I was 17 years old. Did that in SEN, so special educational needs. It was quite severe educational needs, so it was quite a physical job as well. Then I left to do mainstream school, which was primary school. I loved it so much. The kids were amazing. I would say it's very different here. There's more respect in Thailand, I would say. I was also a teaching assistant. I think the idea of covering a whole class in England was very overwhelming because the kids are very different in England. They're amazing, but I think the level of structure, I would say in Thailand is a bit better than working in England. The work culture, once again, is so much more happier and fun. The kids, they speak to you like we're friends. And I feel like in England, it's more of a strict, I'm your teacher, you respect, you obey me.
So going back to that third day of your holiday, you got offered a job with Sign.
Yeah.
And since then, you've worked in two schools, but you've taken on three different roles. So can you tell us about your journey from being a teacher to then a trainer and now head teacher in your new school?
Yes. So I was training at a school in Bangkok. It was a lovely school. I spent 6 months there. And then I was asked to be a trainer for the new incoming science teachers, which was so exciting. I definitely was like, I will do it 100%. Being a trainer for only being there for 6 months was a bit of a shock for me, but I was so privileged to be able to have the opportunity. I helped teach over 100 teachers. So in breakout rooms, we split out and I met amazing people. I actually was part of the training for you as well.
Yes, you helped train me before I went to go and teach in a school in Isan. So thank you for that. Lots of really good tips from you.
Thank you.
So you spent a week training all of our new teachers just a few months ago in May.
Yeah.
What kind of tips from the classroom did you bring to the teachers? What did you learn in 6 months that you were then able to pass on to those teachers?
Let's say take nothing personal. Everything is fun. Life flows so freely here. I would say be chill, have fun. Remember, this is all about having fun, okay? As long as the kids are happy, that's the main goal. I would say I also taught them to be as engaging as you can. And it goes a long way to show that you're having fun because the kids interact so much better and they are so much more comfortable. I mean, like, imagine learning a new language. It's nerve-wracking. So making sure they have that comfortability is also very important.
Yeah, and something that we always say is that if you're able to relate to the students on a personal level,
Yeah.
Even if you can see that they're playing Minecraft on their phone, it's relating to them about the game that they're playing and then
definitely.
bringing their attention back to the lesson.
Yeah.
And obviously all of these strategies and this positive attitude has led you to actually getting a promotion
Yeah.
and progressing your career.
Yeah.
So you're now a head teacher.
I am.
Can you tell me a little bit about the responsibilities that you now have as well as still being a conversational English teacher?
Okay, so I am overshadowing 8 teachers, which is a big jump from my last school, which was only 3 teachers. It's an amazing group. So what I mainly do is making sure that I'm always creating and implementing a positive environment for everyone, making sure everyone's happy on the same vibe that we're on. And making sure that I'm leading staff meetings regularly. It's quite a big team, so everyone needs to be on the same page. Ensuring that lessons go to plan and they are done in a signed way. Also making sure that we are always in line with the school's guidelines and what they expect from us. So yeah, being a head teacher is still being a teacher, but just making sure that everyone's on the same page and working together nicely.
Absolutely. And obviously all the positive attitudes that you instilled into everybody during training, you obviously have that.
Thank
And so
you.
you need to bring that into your team as well.
Yeah.
And also just make sure that the team is super happy. Yeah.
That's definitely a big thing. I think if the team is not doing well, it comes out on their teaching. So we always make sure we're all good, all happy, and regular meetings. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And then I wanted to move into a slightly different topic. Obviously, when you came on holiday to Thailand,
Yes.
was it just Bangkok that you came to?
Well, I actually planned to do the whole island trip. I booked everything and I cancelled it all on my second day. I'm very impulsive, as you can probably tell. I haven't actually been to any. I've been to Phuket, but that's about it. Bangkok has my heart. I mean, living in Asia, I mean, wow, it's once you step foot off that plane, it's like you're stuck here. You can't go back.
Absolutely. And what I wanted to ask you was, what about Bangkok charm made you want to stay, live, and work here?
I think it's the people, honestly. I think Thai people have such warm hearts that I've never experienced anywhere in the world. They're so welcoming. Everywhere I go, they say you're welcome here. And I've just never felt that piece of belonging before. And I didn't want to let it go. I mean, even finding apartments, I was helped by people who didn't even know me. People help you like your family, which is something that I hold on to very closely. So yeah.
Awesome. And I know some people come to Bangkok and they absolutely hate how busy it is, how
Yeah.
much hustle and bustle it is. And obviously the school that you're at now
Yeah.
is in central Bangkok. So
Yeah.
there is that element of busyness compared to being in outer Bangkok or even Isan.
Yeah.
So what is Teach KK's Bangkok survival guide? What kind of things have you implemented to help you deal with the busyness and also the expense that can be incurred here?
Yeah, I mean, living in the city compared to Isan is definitely different in pricing. Bangkok is a tiny bit more expensive, I would say. The way that I maneuver around Bangkok, I do get Grab a lot, but you can always save money by doing BTS. BTS is lovely. There's always AC on there. It's not too busy depending on the hours that you go, but I love the bike feeling like I'm in a movie. I'm just there. It's only a few baht extra, but it does get me around a bit faster. And I would say for grocery shopping, I normally eat out. I can get a meal from probably like 50, 60 baht and it's quite filling. If I want to be a bit more healthier, I do salad. So I just go to Lotus or Big C and I get my weekly salad ingredients, which costs me about 300 baht. So it saves me a lot of money. Every morning I get a Thai tea, very cheap. You've got to do it. It's only like 50 baht. It depends where you go. You can go to the stalls on the streets. They're much cheaper. Or if you prefer to go into any coffee shops, you can get them for a bit, maybe double the price. But to keep costs low, I'd recommend going to stalls and markets, things like that. Yeah.
And that's one thing that I think travelers who come here don't realize is that actually Bangkok can be so affordable if you know where to look and also to trust it. I think there's maybe a misconception about street sellers not having best hygiene, but I think it really depends what it is you're eating, and you can get unlucky and back at home as just as much as here as well.
Yeah.
And another thing I wanted to ask you is, how do you make the most out of living in Bangkok?
Yes. Okay. So friends is such a big thing here. Sometimes it can be lonely. You're in a whole different place. But for me, I found a lot of my friends on a lovely app called Nomadable. Nomadable is an amazing app that you can use. It's like a massive group chat of everyone who's in Bangkok. And you can join events. You can do women-only events. You can do mixed events. You can do age ranges. Every day there's something new happening in Bangkok and it helps you meet new people. I've met one of my best friends on there and like we are together all the time. Also joining running clubs is really good. Lumpini Park is always busy on around 5, 6. Everyone's there for a lovely daily workout. You can meet amazing people there. Even if you're just walking into a coffee shop, get a laptop out, someone's going to talk to you. You're never going to be lonely in Thailand. It's impossible. Yeah.
Absolutely. I've also made friends with someone who came up and spoke to me in a coffee shop and at run clubs and on apps as well.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, it really
that.
is what you make it, whether it's your budget, whether it's your social life. What piece of advice would you give to someone who is really keen on moving to Bangkok, but they're scared about their budget or they're scared about being lonely?
Life is what you make it. Honestly, if you have the attitude that you are willing to make new friends, you will attract that kind of energy. I'm quite a bubbly person, so I feel like I just attracted a lot of people. I feel like if I was a bit shy and reserved, people might be a bit too shy and reserved to come over to me. Thailand, everyone's always smiling, so just have a good energy. People will come to you. So regarding finances, I would say number one tip, don't treat it like a holiday. You're living here. So I would say don't try and keep converting it back to your home currency, thinking, oh, it's only £1, it's only £2.50, because it's going to add up. If you live like a Thai, you will live well like a Thai. That's what I always say. I would say a day I try to spend about maybe 200 baht or even less. At my school, there is food, and which costs about 20 baht for a lovely meal. So I'm saving a lot there as well. And drinks here are amazing. I think, well, I would say in the week, if you're being a teacher, try and eat at school because they have amazing food, amazing lunch. Instead of going out and spending double the price, it's the same thing here. So yeah,
Thank you so much, Teacher KK, for sharing all of your amazing experiences and your journey. It was amazing to have you on.
thank you. It's amazing training you and having you to interview me. This is amazing. Good luck with your growth as well.
Thank you so much. And to our audience, thank you so much for tuning in. Please subscribe for more podcasts. You can also follow us on social media. And if you're interested in becoming a teacher in Thailand, visit our website to apply, and maybe we'll see you here soon.
Bye.